Hey, what is going on, Guardians? Nem with Planet Destiny here. And finally, update 2.0.0 is out in the world of Destiny, marking the end of Season 3 and the beginning of Season 4, with Forsaken coming out next week. Here, I'm bringing you today's reset video. Unfortunately, Story was not able to make it for this week. However, hopefully, he will be back next week to grace you all with his amazing accent. But before we go on any further with the reset video, I know you guys want to see it. I know that's why you're here. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. There it is. Weapon slot changes, full on in effect. And it's a thing of beauty. It's beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. It's amazing. And you can infuse all of these different items into the fusion rifle. Cross infusion is indeed back, baby. Let's take a look at this. For example, this Last Hope right here, we need some data lattice, for example, from Ness's legendary shards and glimmer. It's a hefty price to pay when it comes to planetary materials, considering we're going to need that to upgrade some future stuff. So for example, let's get this Risk Runner. It only needs 10 data lattice and no legendary shards. So let's go ahead and infuse this into my main ingredient, shall we? Bam! Look at that. Beautiful. Awesome. Love it. Now for the Criminal's Dagger, of course, anything else can cross infuse into that, but everything is already, you know, ready to go. Alright, now moving forward, let's go on and take a quick look at what Miss Tess Everest has for us this week. So we have the Curtain Call exotic email. So go ahead and take a quick look at that. Yes, thank you. I'm pretty. I know I'm pretty. I'm very pretty. Thank you so much for your love. All right, moving on, we have the Impatience emotes, the Vespa Laser Warmind exotics Sparrow, the Mialova's Choice, the Hypnopompic Sleeper Simulant Ornament, Symbiosis for the Sturm, Reef and Ruins for the Telesto, the Bray Legacy for the Polaris Lands, and the Warbeast skin for the Legend of Acreus. Of course, with the Traveler's Wake effect and your typical shader rotations and boons. Let's go ahead and jump on over to Benedict real quick with the magic of editing to see what he has for us this week. Alright, we are here with our favorite little sweeper bot, and let's check what he's got in stock for us. Alright, we have the normal Leviathan helmet and gauntlets, the Prestige chest piece, and the boots for the Spire of Stars, along with the Leviathan class item and the Midnight Coup. Pick this up if you don't have it. Do it. Now, before we get into the juicy stuff in terms of milestones and such, there is one last minor update that has affected the tower, and it's with a heavy heart that we're gonna go and take a look at that, shall we? And here we have it, folks. He's gone. He's gone off to the reef, for he's heard that there's a prison break. He's really gone. Buddy. Why? Alright, now back to the rest of the video. Now, of course, with everything that we have going on here, I'm actually pretty curious about something. Now, let me see if I have a piece of gear here that I can transfer over from a hunter and see if we can infuse that as well, because I know the weapons are doable. Not exactly sure if anything else is. So let's take a look here. Let's bring up Dim over here on the side, and you guys can't really see what's happening. Oh, we can't use them. That's right. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and move on with the video. Now for the destinations, as you can see, the director is looking mighty different this time around. Look at how pretty it looks. Ready for the arrival of Forsaken next week. Now, as you can tell immediately from the get-go, your milestone tabs is now entirely different. Your clan XP is the only thing that you're going to see there that gives you that powerful gear. Everything else is directly tied to specific nodes in the director, as you can see here. So for example, Mars, let's click on it. It's got this yellow symbol. If we click on it here, we're going to see this new quest, which is the Flashpoint. Now complete various activities around Mars, including public events, lost sectors, and heroic adventures. And of course, you can actually track that. Meanwhile, you're in Mars, you'll see your percentages go up. Everything else is going to be, of course, in your dedicated nodes. So for example, in the Crucible, you do have challenges to complete 3 Crucible matches for legendary gear. It doesn't specify powerful gear, it just says legendary gear. And same with competitive. You complete 3 Crucible matches. Now with the strikes, we do have a bit of a different layout here. So we have your daily heroic story mission, legacy strikes, which we're going to be getting a Forsaken strikes playlist as well. So for this, of course, you do have the challenge for this. I believe is there heroic? No, there's actually no heroics tied to these yet. And for the Nightfalls, this is probably the biggest change that we have this week. So for the Nightfall, we now have 3 different choices to pick from it. So we have the Pyramidion, Tree of Probabilities, and Strange Terrain. You can pick one of the 3, and if you still have your 5 of Swords challenge card, you still have the modifiers. Now, as a heads up, the Prestige difficulty has been indeed retired from the Nightfall, as well as scoring. So really, you don't need to use any of the red modifiers. You can just pick, one of these 2 or whatever you want of the bonus modifiers and, have at it. However, they have increased the difficulty of the Nightfalls. But yeah, you now have, if you want a specific Nightfall reward drop, you can pick which one you want to go for. So for the Pyramidion, we have the Silicon Uroma. Tree of Probabilities drops the DFA if you want to farm for the DFA, and Strange Terrain drops the Bray rocket launcher, if I'm not mistaken. So there you have it, guys. I believe that covers all grounds for the weekly reset. Actually, wait. So where is it? Where is it? There we go. So for the Leviathan, you now have to go to Nessus. So obviously now with everything moved around, the Leviathan is no longer in the main director. You're going to have to click on Nessus, and the Leviathan is going to be located down here. Let's actually take a look real quick in here and see what we got for the Prestige. So for the modifiers, we have Arsenal and Arms Master. You have been challenged to wield the following: anything for kinetic, energy, fusion rifle, and power fusion rifle. Ooh, that seems fun. And I believe it's the same for the Spire of Stars. Let me just double check here for y'all. Yep, Arsenal and Arms Master. So I believe now that finally covers all of our bases with our weekly reset. Keep your eyes peeled for additional videos coming up regarding the recent Vidoc and the trailer that's going to be coming out really soon. Keep your eyes peeled. Hit the little notification bell if you haven't already, so you can keep an eye out when those go live. But anyways, that was the weekly reset. There's a lot to take in. Thank you so much for watching, Guardians, and we'll see you next time.